Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakina. This pick a card is a forecast for the week of August 5 through August 11. So choose the smile on the screen that you're most drawn to. Timestamps are in the description box below. Enjoy! Hello Pile 1. So let's see what the week of August 5th through the 11th has in store for you. We have the Four of Athames, or Four of Swords. We have the Five of Chalices, or Five of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the one thing missing in these three cards is the element of fire. We do have air, we have water, and we have earth, but we have no fire. So I feel like this week has something to do with your passion or lack thereof. Doesn't seem like you're really sure about what your passion is. Maybe you're doing something already and it just really isn't jiving for you. So with the Four of Athames, or Four of Swords, you're taking a little bit of a break this week. A little bit of a break from what you've been doing just to kind of get your thoughts in order so that you can make a decision as to really whether this is your passion or not your passion. Because right now your emotions are kind of all flowing and flowing. And your intuition is kind of putting up the red flag alarm almost, because you have a mental image with this Nine of Pentacles. You have a mental image of what you would like things to be like, and you just aren't sure that the way things are going right now is going to get you to this point, to feeling, well, as though you have pretty much everything that you need to survive. And not just survive, but to live well. This is where things are standing, and you just need to be sure. So this week is telling you, go ahead and do that. Take a moment, take some time to really consider whether or not you have created a foundation that is strong enough to get you to this point. And if not, obviously, you've put a lot of yourself into what you've been doing so far, but if it's not feeling right to you, if your intuition is telling you, yeah, something's kind of missing still, you can't ignore that, because it will not then get you to where you want to be. Everything has steps. Now, if you don't take the time to rest, you're probably going to end up, kind of doing battle with yourself and wishing that perhaps you had paid attention to your emotions, and it might look good for a little bit, but then you're going to be right back to this same place of doubting yourself and, having your emotions scream at you, no, this is not going the way I wanted it to. And again, your main goal is to reach that Nine of Pentacles. But it does take practice, it takes work. It's something that you're going to have to probably do over and over and over again to master it. And then once you've hit there, you'll start seeing the rewards that come from mastering that way. But you have to feel good about what you're doing first. That's important. Always take some time, no matter how many times that you want to change something, because this may not be the only time. But you really need to be able to put the passion back in. And I think you'll know when you feel that passion again, because you'll feel a drive, like a real need to go back at it kind of thing. You won't be having your intuition screaming at you. It'll be, yes, move forward, you can do this, once the passion is back in. So take your time with it. Build that solid foundation, because eventually that will lead to your Nine of Pentacles, to the life that you would like to have. But again, it's going to take your intuition working with you. It's going to take passion, which currently there is none, and it's going to take doing something over and over and over again until you master it. So pile 1, that is what the week of August 5th through August 11th has to share with you. Until next time, take care. Hello, pile 2. So let's take a look and see what August 5th through August 11th has in store for you. We have the 4 of Athames, or 4 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so in looking at these cards, the one element that I see that is missing is Cups. So this is either some kind of emotion or intuition, possibly both, that you are missing right now. So let's see why that might be. So with the 4 of Athames, we're looking at taking a little bit of time to think about what's going on. I feel like you're waging some kind of battle right now. Like there's something that is very important to you and you are fighting others. The cards are asking you to take a moment, put down your sword for just a moment and consider whether or not what you're fighting for is worth fighting for. Because with the 7 of Wands, it looks like you're really trying to hold your ground, trying to hold position. But if you're not absolutely certain that this is a battle you should be waging, then it might not be a really good idea to keep going. Because if you do, and you don't have a solid foundation under you, the 5 of Pentacles is probably where you're going to find yourself. This would be basically out in the cold. And I don't mean homeless. I'm saying out in the cold where you're alone and nobody wants to be around you because of whatever this is. So without the cups here, I feel as though it's saying bring some emotion into it, bring some intuition into it, and take some time to put down that sword and consider how you really feel and consider what your intuition might be trying to tell you about whatever this is, whatever battle that's going on right now. And if this is a battle within yourself, which I really don't think it is, I think it's something, a cause, something that you really feel strongly about, which is why, you're okay to take out that sword, and that is a metaphorical sword, by the way. But it's also why you feel like you're on the higher ground, that you are correct in what you're thinking. You are correct. This passion that you have is the correct one, and that's what you've been thinking, and that's why you have been willing to battle for it. But again, if you are not on the highest ground and can't defend your position properly, this is probably where things are going to go. However, if you bring your emotion and your intuition into it and allow your heart to speak, not just your head, but allow your heart to speak. Take some time, allow your heart to speak. Tell your head just a shh for a little bit and listen to your heart. Is your heart in the same position as your head? And if not, how can you merge them together? And if you merge them together, is it still the same battle? Is it still as important to you to hold that higher ground? Now keep in mind, if you feel the answer to that is yes, and you get to your higher ground and you hold it, and you feel like your foundation is really, really stable, other people are going to follow eventually here. You might feel alone at first, like nobody is on your side, so to speak. But that will change as long as you do things in a logical and heartfelt way. As long as you hold that ground, and that ground is passionate, and that ground is fair, and that ground proves that something will be transformed if people follow you. It will be a good thing. So make sure your battle is one worth fighting for. So pile 2, that is what August 5th through 11th is sharing for you this week. Until next time, take care. Hello, pile 3. So let's see what the week of August 5th through 11th has to share with you. So we have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Wands. Please forgive if you can hear a motorcycle in the background. The neighbors decided to go for a ride. Okay, so when I look at these cards, the first thing I notice is that there is no air. No swords here. So we have water, we have earth, and we have fire, but we have no air. So through this week, it's saying that you need to breathe. You need to really start doing some kind of breathing practice, because otherwise you might feel very suffocated. Not that you'll suffocate, but that you'll feel very suffocated by whatever is going on. And what I see here with the High Priestess, this is someone who has some pretty phenomenal gifts, maybe as a channeler, maybe as a psychic, maybe as a medium. And these gifts have been shoved away in the back closet, so to speak. Now this could be you, this could be someone else. The Four of Pentacles is saying this person who has these gifts knows that they have these gifts, and they know that there are people that can be helped by what they are doing or what they are capable of doing, and there are people who know their secret, who have asked, or somehow or another their secret leaks out because of something they say or something that they do, and people instinctively know that there's a gift there and one that they would like to utilize. But with the Four of Pentacles, this person is very stable and very comfortable where they are. They like life the way it is. They don't want to bring these gifts forward. Maybe it's because they feel like they would somehow, something would change. Things would change if they allowed themselves to open up to these gifts and to allow people to come in and utilize the gifts that they have. And again, if this is you, here you go. But this also might be someone who you know, whose help you could use, and you know that they're holding tightly to life the way it is. You know that they could be using those gifts in such a wonderful way, and maybe you've been urging them to do so. Or maybe this is you. With the Page of Wands, I feel as though this is telling you that you need to learn to work with this transformation, this passion. If it is a passion, I mean, obviously, according to this, you're practicing this in the dark. You're not allowing yourself to do it in the light of day, but you can do it, and you know you can do it. So this week might be about taking the time to breathe and to think rather than just react, if that makes sense. With the Page of Wands, it's a learning experience. Every person who has the gifts, which is pretty much all of us, but some of them have more developed gifts than others, but some have more developed gifts than others. It's a learning process to bring forth that passion. It's a learning process to transform from being a solitary type practitioner to being out there with other people. But you or that other person have the gift, and it's a very powerful gift and could be very useful to people. You can't expect to just jump from this to something phenomenal. It does take some work and some practice. This boy in this Page of Wands is creating with his wand is creating a small glowing bunch of stars. As he practices more, that could cover the whole card. So that's kind of what it's saying. Do some breathing and do some thinking about this, because yes, it'll take you some practice to get used to being able to share your gift with other people. And something really phenomenal could come out of this. The cards are guiding you to do something other than stay sequestered and to practice in the dark. Whatever it is that you're doing, I mean, you're obviously doing it. Obviously capable, but you've kept it hidden away, and if you're practicing, you're doing it in the dark. So the cards are urging you to not hoard your gift. So I think that is it, pile 3, for the week of August 5th through the 11th. Until next time, take care.